Hey everybody, today I'm going to take a look at this knife here, and this is the Spyderco military. Check this out. Had a friend send this in, and he was good enough to let me look at it before I sent it on his way, so let's check it out. I'm not going to do a lot of flicking, it's not my knife. I don't want to mess with his knife too much. Check that out. Oh man, I don't know. It's kind of like that paramilitary too. It's kind of growing on me a little bit. But let's look into this real quick. And what we have here is 1, 2, 3. It's 4 inches. And this version is, can you see that? This is the CTS 204P steel. Oh, check out that blade. Sweet clip point blade. 4 inches on that thing. I'm gonna cut one coupon. Hopefully he doesn't get upset. I just want to see how good this thing cuts. I just know it's gonna cut awesome. Hold on one second. Let's grab a coupon here. Once again, a boring gutter coupon. That's okay. Check that out. Ooh. All I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do. I promise. No more cutting. Not my blade. But super slicey and super. Oh, this feels good in hand. Let's just keep going on this thing. Check that out. Oh man, just a great blade. Spidey hole, of course. Makes this thing super easy to open. Alright, let's check out the handle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 17. I can't get this in my head how this is going. 1, 2, 4, 5. About 5.5 inches of handle. So it's a pretty long knife. But you get this in hand, it's just so well balanced, and it's so thin across the back there. It doesn't feel like a 4-inch blade, like normal 4-inch blades. I mean, there's some 4-inch blades that feel like 4-inch blades. I mean, check that out. Look at the size, very similar in length, except for this back here. You know what I'm saying. But this thing's a tank beast, and this thing here, this military, just feels like you could carry it in your suit pocket. All right, here's the problem I have with it. The big problem: tip down only, right-handed. That's all you're getting. I don't know what's going on back here that they couldn't have stuck something back here, but I bet you can get that done. I bet you can find somebody that can get you a clip on back here. I like this clip, and actually it kind of reminds me of there's a Demco knife that has a clip like that. I'm not going to get into it, but it's got that circle, but you could put that over here and put the lanyard hole through the circle. I think I would like that. So that's one of the gripes I have with this. I'm not going to scratch on this, but you can hear this. It's a really cool grippy G10, just like the military that I showed you last week, the PM2 I showed you last week. So it's not going to slip out of your hand. This feels like a working knife, like something you would take out and just do some serious business with. And from what I hear, these things do not give up the ghost that easily. So you have yourself a worker, and with that 204P steel, this thing's going to last forever and ever and ever. All right, if you look in there, it has, I don't know, can you see that in there? What they're calling nested liners. So I guess it's got some built-in liners through here that helps with the strength of the knife, so it's not just all narrow G10 through here, although this G10 feels very solid, but it's got extra added strength in there, and of course it's got this inset liner lock there, and it's just locked up super solid. I mean, there's no play there. I'm not going to sit there and try to yank it all over the place, but you can't feel anything. And it flips open very nicely. So there, check that out. Alright, let's see what else we got here. I think it's running on washers. I'm not real sure. I have to check that out. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's running on washers. I just looked. I had to look it up just to make sure. But it's really smooth for a worker like that. I mean, it's not going to flip open like a Chinese Kaiser on IKBS or anything like that, but as far as just being smooth, it's really nice. I don't want to flick it open too much. Like I said, it's not my knife. Okay, it does have open construction. It has a super awesome lanyard hole. Can you see that? Great lanyard hole. All these back spacers give it a really solid construction. You can see in there where we can see the liner. It comes up to right about here. So it's just going to give you what you need if you're sitting there working boxes. I don't know what else you do with this. All kinds of cool, work type stuff that you could do with this thing. And I like the way the blade, can you see this? How it's not just straight across. It's kind of got a little arch there, and I like that in the blade, and it just makes it very comfortable to carry. Very nice in hand. I mean, it's a huge knife. It's got this forward choil area here. You can get up here right to about there. You don't have to worry about slicing your fingers off. Alright, so I think that's about it. Let me see if there's anything I can compare this thing to make sense to y'all. And we could do some size comparisons. Let's check out this. Here's the Recon 1. Now this has got super grippy texture there. And this is grippy feeling, but it's not aggressive like that is. So there's the Recon 1 compared to the military. So they're kind of similar in size. And this just feels, you can just feel how much lighter this feels even than that one. Let's see what else we got in here. Alright, let's check this bad boy out. Here's a Freeman flipper compared to the military. Once again, kind of similar in size. So it's kind of in that larger mid-size type EDC that you're looking at. Let me see what else I got. Ooh, here's one of my favorites. Let's try this one out. Alright, there's a steel wheel gecko. So you can kind of see the military's got it all over in blade length, except on the Recon. And all these are super useful knives, but watch this. What you're going to see here is how light this military is. I hope this all works out because I haven't really done this before, but I'm thinking the military is much lighter. Let's start with the steel wheel gecko here. Check this out. Alright, so you're getting 187 grams and 6.6 ounces. Alright, I would bet a lot of money that the military's lighter. Okay. Now this one is 5.93 ounces. Let's just give it 5.6 with the nonsense going on there. And 168 grams. Okay, so 168, 183 grams. And let's do the Freeman flipper just because he's here. Uh-oh, I need to zero this out. There we go. Alright, so we got 148 grams and 5.2, let's just say 5 ounces. Now check this out. This thing is that much lighter. Look at that, 4.3 ounces. 4.27 ounces, and you're looking at 121 grams. So this is just, I mean, it's 2 ounces lighter than the gecko, an ounce or so lighter than these two, and it's just a great knife. I'm not sure it's something I would buy. Oh, I flipped it. I'm sorry. I don't want to mess with your knife too much. I'll put it away in a second here, I promise. It's not something I would buy, but I might. I'm not real crazy about the tip down. And for, you're paying 150, 160 bucks for one of these, you kind of want to get not exactly what you want. I mean, this only has what? This is tip up. This is tip up. And these are tip up. And you're paying in that 150, well, not this one, but $150, $200 range. You want exactly what you want, and this is not exactly what I want. But if this was tipped down, it would definitely be something that would be in the back of my mind, kind of like that PM2 still is. I'm not entirely not sold on that thing and getting me another one. So, there you go. Thank you, David, for allowing me to check this out. I might not have ever checked one out on the channel without you sending this in and let me look at it. I will send this on its way to you today, sir. So that's the Spyderco military. This is the CTS 204P version, and just a good worker. Get some of these too. These are great. Freeman 451, great knife. Of course, the Recon 1, classic. And this you might not have heard of before, but this is awesome. One of my favorites. Okay. Like here, subscribe here. Let me know what you think in the comments down there. Do you have a military? How do you like it? And if I had to choose, I think I would go with the PM2 over it, just on the, well, on two facts. I like the lock on the PM2 a little bit better. Not that it lends itself for more strength. I'm not sure how that goes, but it just lends itself to be more fidgety. And I know that sounds silly, but if you're going to buy a knife, you might as well enjoy it, right? So I like the fidget ability of the PM2, where you can just sit there and kind of play with it while you're watching TV. This is very fidgety. I'm telling you guys, the Freeman, that's a fidget knife right there. It's awesome, and it's built like a truck too. That's a good one. But back to the military and the tip down carry. I would rather have the tip up carry, of course, or at least to have that option. I do like the lanyard hole, and I like the way it feels. Okay, I'm just going on and on here. Check this out. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to y'all later.